Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're doing a oil flush, an oil change and filter change. So I've got this oil flush, just have to let the car warm up, put this in, let the car idle for 10 minutes and then drop the oil. And then we've got a Ryco Z9 oil filter, and then I've got this Newon high kilometre oil. I just got it from the local Auto 1. My car's done 300,000 k, so I guess that's high kilometres, and it says Ford, so I just got it. But comment down below if you think I should use something else. I've also got a new crush washer, and just to make sure there's no leaks, I might just put a little bit of gasket maker on as well. Alright, the engine's all warmed up now. Time to chuck in the engine flush. Yeah, this bottle does 7.5 litres. I think this car has 5.5 litres of oil, so I probably don't need to use quite the whole bottle. Will do. Now we'll start it up and let it run for 10 minutes. Alright, it's been 10 minutes now, so we can turn it off. Let the engine cool down, and then we'll drop the oil. Now, because I'm extra cautious, I always put 2 jack stands underneath, and a spare wheel as well, just to make sure the car doesn't fall on my head. So you'll need a 19mm socket to undo the oil drain plug. Just there. Still pretty hot, but not too hot that it burns my fingers with the gloves on. That's good, so all the oil should drain out nicely. And just to help drain the oil out, just take the oil cap off, just helps a little bit. And because the oil drain is on this side of the car and I've jacked this side up, I'm actually going to put the car down on the other side and jack it up on this side, just to get very last remaining little bit of oil out. Because I'm sort of OCD and I want to get every last little bit of the old oil out. And also because I use that engine flush, I don't want any of that sort of sitting around, so I want to get as much as we possibly can out. So the first time I changed the oil, years ago, I put the drain plug back in just with the original old washer, and it ended up just leaking slowly. So the next time I changed the oil, I still forgot to get a new crush washer, but I just put a little bit of sealant or gasket maker, I think, on there to stop it, which it did for the last couple of years. And but this time I actually got a new crush washer, and I might even still put a little bit of the gasket maker on just to make sure there's 100% no leaks. So I only actually got about 4 litres out of it, so we'll jack up the other side so we can get some more out of it. So I've jacked up the other side, and it's starting to slow down now, but heaps more came out of it, which is good. Now the next step is to remove the old oil filter, which is just down there. We'll access it from the hole below, but make sure you do that before you put the new oil in. So to access the oil filter from underneath, get underneath the car and hopefully unscrew it, and it should just be hand tight. Now, I don't have big enough drip tray, but so I'm just going to put a whole lot of plastic bags under there and try not to make too much of a mess. And hopefully I can undo it. Maybe. So I had to get 2 hands up there to undo it. Should just be hand tight, but you know, I did a little bit tight obviously last time. And there was the missing leader from before. Pour the oil out of the filter. A bit sludgy in there. It's doing its job, I guess. Now don't forget the new oil filter before you put the new oil in. Now just fill up the oil filter a little bit before we put it in. Just put a bit of oil around the rubber just so it doesn't get caught when you're putting it in, and I'll just screw nicely. And put it back up in the hole. Screw it on. And just hand tight, just one-handed tight, so you don't need 2 or more when you're getting it off again. That'll do. Now I'm going to be using a bit of sealant. I'm just making sure that it's clean of all oil and dirt in the hole. Oh well, I hope my new washer does its job, because my gasket maker is just a little bit dried out. Just turned into a lump of rubber. So I've just cleaned up the drain plug, put the new washer on, and we'll chuck it on. Now you don't want to over tighten your drain plug. You don't need your impact drill or anything to do it. Just hand tight. Done. Alright, now it's time to fill up the oil. Now just double check you definitely have the drain plug in and the oil filter on. You don't want to drop a whole bottle of oil on the garage floor. It's been done before. And for those playing at home, you don't have a fancy $2 funnel from Supercheap, you can just make one out of top of a soft drink bottle like that. Oil cap back on, and done. Got any oil? It's hard to tell, it's so clean. Hope so.